The Air Jordan 1s are easily the most iconic sneaker in all of basketball. It changed the way that athletes promote themselves, as signature sneakers became the top thing that all athletes wanted to do in order to push their brand and establish themselves as a name in modern culture. And when you see what Michael Jordan did on the court and how he basically captivated the entire world with him just dribbling a ball and shooting it into a hoop, it really puts things into perspective how huge and big of an icon he was to the sport of basketball. But before we get started with this video, make sure you drop a like, comment your opinions on the impact of the Air Jordan 1s, and also do not forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified after every single video that we post. It's your boy David from NBA Knowledge, and let's talk about Michael Jordan sneakers. Michael Jordan, coming into the NBA, had a lot of hype coming out of North Carolina, winning a championship, and was drafted at the 3rd overall pick to the Chicago Bulls. Sorry Sam Bowie and the Portland Trail Blazers, that's just an L you will have to take for the rest of your existence. But when you look at Michael Jordan's sneakers, the moment Jordan took off in his career, they became an instant hit. Everybody wanted to be like Mike, and when you see him do all of the crazy dunks that he did, it wasn't even like the dunks themselves were spectacular, but the hops and the heights that he would reach, you just thought something was in his sneakers. You genuinely thought that. Now obviously there was nothing in them. Michael Jordan is just a freak of nature that can hang in the air for 10 seconds it feels like. But when you get those sneakers, I gotta be honest with you, I have a pair of Air Jordans myself. Any pair of Jordans, when you just see that logo on it and you wear it, you genuinely feel like you can fly. That's just the real life reality of Michael Jordan's sneakers. Now there's a lot of good that comes with it, because when you see a guy like LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, those sneakers are fairly popular today, especially LeBron's, because when you look at what LeBron is doing right now with his branding, he has really established himself in the shoe game, no pun intended, when it comes to his sneakers, and a lot of that credit must be given to Michael Jordan. And there are so many players with their own sneakers. Hell, I believe Danny Green even has his own sneakers. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard with New Balance of all people, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, the list goes on. And Jordan was not the first person to have a signature shoe, but he was the first one to be that big megastar that could really brand himself around his shoe deal. And the whole like Mike, I want to be like Mike, that was a real thing. Michael Jordan really had people wanting to be like him and the kids wanting to be like him. For example, just look at Steph Curry nowadays. Now his sneakers are a whole different story. That's another guy who has sneakers, even though they're not really that good. But when you look at Steph Curry, all the kids want to be Steph. Imagine if Steph had signed with Nike and really put all efforts into his sneakers. Kids will be buying them every single day. And I understand how maybe kids are buying his Under Armour sneakers. I really don't know, but at the end of the day, it's not touching what Michael Jordan was doing, because you see all the kids idolizing Steph. That's what they did with Jordan. Whether it was the Space Jam movie just reaffirming everybody's love for Michael Jordan and them seeing him stretch his arm to dunk the ball in a Looney Tunes movie, there was so much that kids saw about Michael Jordan and the inside of him and how dominant he was on the court, how high he would jump, how great he was in comparison to his counterparts, and all of that made so many people want to buy Michael Jordan sneakers. Now with all good, there does come some bad, because there was a lot of bad things that came out of the Air Jordan 1s. A lot of kids were so obsessed with them and wanted them so badly that they were actually willing to kill each other. And that's not a joke. I'm not playing. That is a real thing. There are kids who legitimately died because they tried to get Jordans at the local stores. And it really sucks, because you just think of senseless killings that could have been avoided But at the end of the day, some people are just evil, and some people are just so obsessed and mind driven when it comes to what they want in life, and they don't have their priorities straight, so they like to take it out on other people that are innocent bystanders just trying to live their life. Now, do I blame Michael Jordan for this? No, not at all, because he still is somebody that's just trying to sell his sneakers. And what are you gonna tell him? That he shouldn't sell them anymore? Because at the end of the day, that is not his problem. His problem is making money. And say it's selfish or whatever, if you were in that scenario, you'd probably be doing the same thing too. Now, could he have spoken up a little bit more and said, hey yo, I want these killings to stop? Yeah, but let's just be real here. More than likely it wasn't going to stop. If kids are actually killing themselves for sneakers, what makes you think that if the person selling them just says, hey yo, chill out, that they're going to stop? They've already gone to the extreme anyways. They know right from wrong. Just because the guy who owns the shoes goes on a television program and says, I would like for you guys to chill out, you think that's gonna stop anything? If the local government can't get it in people's heads that they should stop killing people over a pair of sneakers, what makes you think that the words of a basketball athlete will be able to solve that? No matter how great or popular he is, that's not going to change. And I know a lot of people are going to say that Michael Jordan is just very brand conscious and didn't want to touch on things that affected his bottom line. And to that, I say I agree. I actually understand that point of view, and I actually completely agree with it 100%. But I think what a lot of people don't understand is that Jordan was able to give so much more opportunities to players to make the financial gains that they have now. The signature sneakers and the endorsement deals that you see a lot of players have today, that wouldn't be possible if Michael Jordan didn't do what he did and opened up the floodgates for a lot of other players to be in favorable positions to earn money outside of their basketball salary. They can thank a guy like Michael Jordan, and I'm not trying to give all the credit to him, but let's just face the facts. He does deserve most of that credit because he put the NBA on the map in ways that we have and still will not see ever again. And because of the money that he brought in, which was probably aided due to the fact that he just didn't rock the boat on endorsement deals, that was able to advance the progression of players' earnings outside of the league, which gives them that security financially to be able to address certain issues. Now, if you still disagree on how Jordan went about getting to this point in the NBA where players can do what they are doing now when it comes to social issues, then that's a different conversation. But to say that MJ didn't pitch in any type of effort towards where players are, or to say that he has no credit to be given, that is completely absurd. He may not be Bill Russell or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or LeBron James when it comes to NBA players and their willingness to be a huge figure in the African American community when it comes to racial injustices or anything that affects that community in a major way. Yeah, but he's still somebody that had an impact for a guy like LeBron or a guy like Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, for them to be able to do what they are doing. And when you look at Michael Jordan as well, this is a guy that has also done stuff behind the scenes that I have heard numerous people talk about. Players that have played, GMs, people just outside of the basketball world have stated numerous times that Michael Jordan has put on for a lot of people of the African American community when it comes to giving them jobs or when it comes to helping businesses, pitching in behind the scenes. So what you see in front of the cameras or read in the tabloids, magazine, the papers, online, all of that, that's not all that happens. You have to consider what you don't see. And the stuff you don't see are the things that truly define one's character, because it could be all fun and games whenever the camera is on, because you know you're going to be received by multiple audiences that agree or disagree with you. But when the cameras are off, that is really where you see who somebody is as a person. And Michael Jordan as a person, when the cameras were not there, was somebody that was reported by numerous people to be someone that was able to give people that looked like him fair opportunities and help them out and contribute. So at the end of the day, pitching in is not just a thing you do in public, it's something that you can do anywhere. And back to his shoes, before I close this video, the Air Jordan 1s had a huge impact on getting players to where they are right now to have the financial security that they currently have. And looking at Michael Jordan, could he have handled certain things better? Yeah. But at the end of the day, who are we to tell Michael Jordan what he should or shouldn't have done? This is a guy that's worth over $2 billion, so it looks like he's done the right things. But without further ado, make sure you guys drop a like on this video, comment your opinions. How do you guys feel about the Air Jordan 1s and Michael Jordan's impact in the league? Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell. It's your boy David from NBA Knowledge signing out. Peace.